Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 gang, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 3 gang, y'all. Let's like, share, subscribe to y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. That joint was crazy, y'all, man. I promise y'all, man. Look, man, Jim was throwing the chili mac down the toilet. This man was looking at me with the balled up face. His face was like, and that joint was just dripping on his toilet, dripping into the toilet. I'm like, I'm looking at him like, what that got to do with me? Like, what is that? What kind of threat is that? That's how I'm looking at him. Like, what's going on? I was like, yo, I backed up. I was like, what that supposed to mean, Jim? He was like, it mean that them hot dogs you gave me ain't squashing nothing. I was like, ain't squashing nothing. So I'm at the door. I'm like, what? So what you saying is beef? That's what you saying? He like, I ain't talking through no dope. I ain't talking through no dope. I'm like, man, all right, man. So the CO lady here, she like, what was that about? I'm like, man, I don't know. What's up with this dude, man? So I finished the joints. We finished down, got by cell 22. I was like, man, this joint crazy. So I, like, my whole face was just looking like something was wrong. You could tell something was wrong with me. Like, I was just looking super duper angry. Y'all, I ain't joking. I'm like, yo, this dude really want to go to war over some glizzies. I'm like, but you know what, though? I'm going to be his Huckleberry, y'all. Real talk. Like, this what you want? I'm going to go ahead and give you what you're looking for, old head. Like, we can do this. You want to have drama over some hot dogs? Let's do it, man. That's how I'm feeling. So my face looking crazy. My roommate like, bro, calm down. Because he probably already knew me and dude probably ain't go see eye to eye when we had that conversation when I went to his door. He like, yo, bro, calm down, man. He was like, look, forget that dude, man. He was like, chill, just chill, Weezy. I was like, nah. So as I'm looking like, hey, Weezy. The voice was crazy, like, Weezy. Weezy. I was like, I look up, cell 23. It was the dude, M. He was like, come here. Come here, man. I'm like, man, what M want, man? That's a word. I'm like, all right, man. So my roommate like, man, you good. I'll get the trays. We'll see what he want. So I go up the steps, y'all. I take the trip up the steps. I get up the steps. I go to the side. I get up the steps. I go all the way down to cell 23 where M cell is at. I go to the crack of the door. I'm like, yo, what's up? He like, hey, man, you see what I go through? You see what I go through now, right? He think he can bully me out of food because I'm older. But this is the stuff you see I go through, though. I hope you tear his butt up. That's what I hope, because he deserve it. You see what he do? He ready to fight me over food because he know I'm older. And he know I can't beat him. But I hope you tear him up. I hope you tear him up, Weezy, because you see what I go through. You see what I go through. I say, yo, look, you really think he ready to go to war over some hot dogs? He was like, yeah, he is. He gonna be one. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, man, so what you saying? I need a knife? He was like, I don't know. He's sneaky. You might do, though. I was like, man. I was like, when you think we coming off lock tomorrow? He was like, I don't know. We should come off lock tomorrow. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, man. I'm like, I don't know how I ended up in this situation. Maybe it was because of me being a fat boy, man. I don't know, man. But either way, man, when these doors swing and we about to have Empire wreck, I'm about to be beefing and fighting over some hot dogs, y'all. So, boom. This is my all-time low, man. As a young dude around this time, like, that's how I felt. My whole energy was like that because, like, this is a situation where I'm just all in protection, being in protecting myself. Like, I can't tell this man what to do. If he really want to beef with me over some glizzies, then that's what he's feeling like. He want to do, man. Like, but what can I do at this moment, man? I can't do anything, man, except just wait for these doors to pop, man. So I was thinking about going over to his door and telling him, like, yo, look, man, I ain't got no drama with you, man. Like, look, I got more hot dogs up there. I said, I'll give you another 2 hot dogs. I was thinking about doing that. When I ran that plan by my roommate before they locked us down, my roommate was like, no, don't give him nothing, man. Don't give him nothing, man. He was like, man, we gonna find out what he talking about when these doors open. You know what I mean? I know my roommate gonna roll me. I know another dude from Norfolk gonna roll me. And my other homeboy that's in there gonna roll me. I'm like, man, I don't really need them, though. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, still, though, like my roommate was like, yeah, we gonna see what he talking about when these doors pop, though. Like, he in there being all crazy, but I told him what he did. He was like, yeah, he can be crazy. We gonna see what he talking about when these doors pop. So I'm like, man, we just gotta see, you know what I mean? So after we collected all the trays, the lady told us to step in, you know what I mean? So that was the last time we coming out. So we step in, you know what I mean? So I'm in the cell, man. I'm just like, man, so we done worked twice, you know what I mean? Basically, so I'm in the joint, man. My roommate was like, man, they gotta let us get a shower, bro. I was like, yeah, I forgot about that. So it's like 8 something, you know what I mean? So we like, man, let's see if we can get a shower. So we hit the button, you know what I mean? Lady was like, oh yeah, y'all can get a shower, just hurry up. So she was like, long as y'all be done before they count. I was like, all right. So we both went to a top tier shower. So while we was on the top tier, it was several people calling us to make moves, kind of like because we out. You know what I mean? So people calling us. We all moving around. Somebody told me to go to cell 15. Somebody told me that. I'm like, I really didn't want to, on the strength that I'm gonna be next to cell 16, that's Jim's cell. So I didn't really want to go nowhere near his cell and kind of like put gasoline on his fire because it's already crazy. And I don't want, like, if he grit on me, I'm liable to spit at him through the door. Like, I'm liable to just do something crazy. Like, it's on. Like, for real, man. Like, I was just tired of looking at his face or whatever the case, man. But I didn't really want to go to 15. But nevertheless, I did. So I took the stuff down there to 15, you know what I mean? When I took the stuff down there to 15, I seen him partly. He was on the top bunk, you know what I mean? He was just on the top bunk, just laying down looking at his TV. He seen me moving around, so he knew that was me, but I didn't, you know what I mean? I never went to his door. Instead, I went to my other homeboy door, man. My homeboy slept in cell 5. Now, my other homeboy, he was an older dude from Norfolk. He was older than us. He was in his 30s. And he was one of those dudes that mingled with a lot of dudes outside of Norfolk that was his age bracket. So he knew the old head Jim. He was at another camp with old head Jim. Him and old head Jim, he would be with them playing pinochle sometimes. So he knew what was going on. So he probably didn't know what was going on. So I go to his door. Not on him like I'm scared or nothing like that. I'm just trying to do everything except fight over hot dogs. Now, if I have to, when these doors pop, I'm definitely gonna fight over these hot dogs. So I said, I'm gonna holler at bro. So I go to his cell, and he comes to the door. I was like, yo, man. I was like, yo, bro. I was like, man, what's up with old head and 16, man? He was like, oh, Jill. I'm like, yeah. He was like, what'd he do? I was like, bro, yeah. He was like, no. I said, bro, he got mad because he strong-armed the old head M upstairs out the hot dog trays. And then when he took all the hot dog trays in his cell, the police and the sergeant came in the joint. He said, I seen that. He said, yeah, they took those of his trays he took. I said, yeah, they took the trays out of the cell. I said, man, then they came and told me and my roommate to pass the trays out. I said, then after we had finished feeding, they asked us, did we want those trays? I said, what would you have done, bro? He said, ate them. I would have ate them. What do you mean what I would have done? I would have ate the trays. I said, bro, listen, thank you. I said, that's what I did. I said, bro, I ate the tray. I said, man, this man gonna see me going up the steps and call me to his cell and told me to hold his hot dogs until we come out. He was like, what? I was like, bro, I thought I was tripping, man. I said, man, this man told me to hold his glizzies, man. Pause. I said, this man told me to hold his glizzies, man. I was like, I couldn't believe it, man. I thought I was tripping, or maybe I thought I was just doing too much. I was like, man, either way, I wasn't really trying to do it, man. I was like, man, I just felt like, man, like the police gave me that jump. I said, if that was his commissary, then I wouldn't have done that. I said, but we talking about some state trays, man. He was like, man, I'm telling you, man, dudes is just state scrub. He was like, dudes is just state scrub. Dudes is burnt out, and dudes is state scrub, man. He was like, man, because this man ready to fight you over some hot dogs, and his junk crazy, man. He twice your age, and he ready to fight you over a hot dog tray. I said, man, over a hot dog tray, man. I said, man, I promise you, I ain't do nothing to that old head, man. He was like, so what you want to talk to him, or you trying to fight him? I was like, man, I don't care either way. I said, I'm just kind of trying to get a better understanding of how he moved. I said, you think I need to go get a jump? He was like, nah, because he already know he ain't gonna do all of that now. Now, if you beat him down, then he just be watching. But he was like, but he you know, I don't think. I said, man, everybody up in the air about it. I said, for real, I think I need to get one. You know what I mean? He was like, man, I don't think so, man. He was like, but I'll holler at him, though. He said, I'll holler at him when we come out. And then y'all ain't gonna fight, man. He was like, man, I ain't letting y'all fight over no hot dogs, Weezy, man. I was like, man, I'm not trying to fight over no hot dogs. I was like, but this dude here, man, I was like, man, he pumping that energy at me, man. He kind of making me feel like I'm boxed in the corner. When I get boxed in the corner, I'm coming out like Mike Tyson, y'all. So boom. It ain't no other way, man. So like, I'm feeling a little angry, but I'm still trying to keep my composure because we still behind this door. Now, when you behind the door and you got drama with somebody, like, it's a whole different ball game because like you can't do nothing but sit back and just think. You know what I mean? Like, what you gonna do? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to you afterwards? Are you gonna make it out alive? Like, it be all type of thoughts that be going in your head. But like me, like I'm at the point where like I already know it's not a good thing getting into it with these old heads because it can be your demise, man. These old heads is like, they play for keeps, man. A lot of these dudes is not going home. I didn't know how much time dude had, but I'm just like, a lot of these dudes are not going home. A lot of them dudes are mad that you're going home before them, and like they don't got nothing to lose but to fix a young dude, man. So like I'm just trying to be on point, man. I'm just trying to be prepared because like right now I'm in a war and drama over some glizzies, y'all. And like, even though this is a dumb thing to get into it with, man, I'ma definitely be on point though, y'all. So boom. That's all I could do is be on point, man. So I was just, you know what I mean, just waiting for the doors to pop, man. You know what I mean? We came out after we ran around. I talked to my homeboy. You know what I mean? We stayed all the way out until count time. When count claim, we stayed all the way out to count time. So when count time came, me and my roommate went back in the cell. We went back in the cell, man. You know what I did? I grilled some more glizzies up. You already know that's a lot, man. I was like, man, I had to eat. Like, I was feeling nervous, and I was feeling like, you know, like, man, was you wrong? And I was feeling all those type of sorts of things, man. But my tummy was also feeling like it was touching my back after all this drama that just happened, man. So, like, I said, man, I gotta grill some more hot dogs, man. So I grilled some more hot dogs up. Me and my roommate, we grilled up some more dogs, and we ate, and we just started kicking it again. So the hot dogs are gone. Like, the hot dogs in my tummy, you know what I mean? So we eat. I'm like, man, I try to offer him, the man, you know what I mean? The man out of control, man. He was like, I bet you he ate them hot dogs, though. I said, I know he ate them hot dogs. He was like, man, he ain't flushed them hot dogs down the toilet like he did that chili, man. I bet you he ate them hot dogs. I said, man, I know for a fact, I bet you every down my own that the dude Jim ate all them hot dogs, man. He was like, man, I know. So we kind of joke about it, man, because, like, since all this been going on, this all me and my roommate used to do is just joke. But, like, it won't no joking going on since this maniac tension has been going on. But at the end of the day, man, like, it has to come to a surface at one point, man. So I'm just sitting back waiting for count to clear. Me and my roommate went through the night just chilling, just waiting for count to clear, nothing crazy, doing what we do. And then next thing you know, it was getting late. So I look at the clock. I'm like, man, it's like 1 in the morning. I'm like, man, just got to get ready for the morning, man. You know what I mean? Just got to get ready for the morning, man. So I went to sleep. I doze off. Wake up. It's probably like 5 in the morning. So I'm like, man, like, you know, when you nervous slightly, like when you know you about to fight and stuff like that, you get real nervous, kind of like, you know what I mean? Especially, so I'm like, man, I get up early, you know what I mean? I get up, brush my teeth, and I get on point early, because I'm like, if they pop these doors, I ain't gonna still be in the bed. Old head might run up here, ain't no telling what they got going on, so I'm gonna be on point. So I got up, start brushing my teeth. I seen the COs come through and did their little count, you know what I mean? They did their count. After they counted, they dipped, and I was just waiting for count to clear. So when count finally cleared, my word, man, count finally cleared. I don't say, count is clear. You can hear it on the intercom. But as soon as count was clear, you hear the slider door open up. You looked up. You seen the CO coming in with another card game, y'all. So boom. You like, hold on, man. Like, I'm kind of ready to get to some action, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I'm damn near in the mirror sparring with myself. Like, I'm gonna do old head like this. I'm damn near in the mirror doing that, man. So like for them to be like, they bringing the food for breakfast, I'm like, this is crazy, man. I'm like, hold on, man. So this time around, it's a different shift. You hear 2 doors open. I look, it's the dude M and it's the dude Jim. They let both of them out. I seen M walking down the tier, and I seen the dude Jim walking out. He walked straight to the tray slot. He walked straight to the trays. He walked to the trays. He started looking. He was like, he saw the Jones. He was like, oatmeal and boiled eggs. He was like, I'll do the top tier. See, he'll do the top tier when it's something garbage, because that's how petty he is. He always try to horse the old head dude M. He was like, I'll do the top tier. So I'm like, we'll do the top tier. So I'm on the door like this. I'm up, I'm suited and booted. I got my pants on, my shoes on. I'm ready, you know what I mean? Like, for real, I'm like, man, old head don't try nothing, man, with my food, man. You know what I mean? I was like, matter of fact, I ain't even eating nothing else but the boiled eggs. I'm like, he can't do nothing to the boiled eggs. So I'm just watching him, though. Like, the whole time I was on the door watching him like this. I'm just make sure he don't do no larceny. Make sure no larceny come out of this. He wanna get at me for real, but he can't. You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting. I'm just watching him. And he getting the trays. He start bringing them upstairs. So he started at 23. He got 23 out. He come down. I'm not far from there. When he got to my cell, I was right there at the jump. He get to my jump. He was like, I looked at him. I'm like, he was like, I ain't even want to say that. I was like, all right. I just did like this. I'm like, yeah, all right. That's what it is. I get in one of them jumps, y'all. So boom. I ain't want to blow my cover. I ain't want to think that I was on some old, like, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I ain't gonna blow the spot. We definitely can fight as soon as these doors pop, man. We definitely can fight. I don't care. You want to go to war? You want to go to war? We can go to war over glizzies. That's what you want. We definitely can do it. So I'm just waiting. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting. So another dude, I see M downstairs. I ain't even want to say nothing to Jim when he come do the jump. I say, yo, M. He was like, yo. I said, Mr. M. He was like, yo. I said, yo, we coming out after this? He was like, yeah, they say after breakfast we coming out. We coming out. We just waiting for our flow officer. I'm like, all right. So now my roommate was like, yo, look, we banking that nigga, man. I was like, man, look, now I want to fight that nigga, man. He was like, nah, fuck that Weezy. He was like, nah, we banking that nigga, bro. I was like, nah, bro. I said, look, if he come at me crazy, I said, I'm taking off anywhere. I don't care about going to no sale. I don't care about none of that shit. I said, I'm not finna let that old head try to attack me over some glizzies. I said, that's what I can't allow. I cannot allow that to happen. He was like, look, man, I got your back, bro. I'm gonna hold you down. I was like, yeah, let's make sure, you know what I mean? I said, but I'm going to him. I said, when these doors pop, I'm going to see what's up with him. I'm going to see what's up with him as soon as these doors pop. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm going to see what's up with him. So I'm like, man, it's all crazy, man. So waiting. You know what I mean? We see them get the trays. We see them collect the rest of the food for breakfast. They got them Jones back. You know what I mean? They take the cart out. So we just waiting now. You know what I mean? We're just sitting in the joint waiting. I'm like, I'm just waiting, man. You know what I mean? Sergeant come in the joint. Sergeant come in the joint. He like, hey, we got a meeting. I'm like, God, can I go ahead and beat the old head up already, y'all? So boom. I hope I can. Hopefully he don't try to poke my brains out. Pause. Hopefully he don't have a weapon at the end of the day. But I'm going straight to see what's good. If he give me any sign of danger, I'm taking off. So that's what I was waiting. So I'm like, Lord, man. So he popped all the doors. Everybody stand on the line. Everybody stand on the line. So we stand on the line. I'm like, shh. Like, man, this junk crazy, man. We on the line. My word, they come in the junk. And they do grooming inspection. I'm like, grooming inspection at a time like this? I'm ready to go to war over some glizzies. I don't want to, but this is what I'm ready to do, y'all. I'm ready to fight over these hot dogs, man. Or fight for my honor. You know what I mean? The hot dogs are gone anyway, man. But like, they keep doing, they won't even let us out the cell. So I'm like, we step out, man. They do grooming inspection. My word, they come through the junk from bottom tier to top tier. So everybody's stepping out. They come out the junk. They just sending dudes down there that's supposed to need a shave. You know what I mean? So they doing 3 dudes at a time. So I had a profile, so I didn't have to shave. So they sent a couple dudes down there. So now they down there shaving. I'm like, man, that junk crazy. So my old head that's from Norfolk that I talked to, he's down there shaving. So I guess when he came out, he was able to holler at old head Jim. So when he went by the barber joint, I see him, he like, so the police, after they did the joint, they were just waiting for people. They was like, yo, after this, they gonna let people out. He was like, man, they keep talking about they gonna let us out, man. My homeboy come up the steps. He sneak up the steps. He come to my cell. He was, hey, look, homeboy. He was like, man, that man don't want to fight, man. I said, nah, I gotta go see what he taught. He said, man, look, guess what this man just say, man? I said, what? He said, man, this man said, what I look like fighting over some hot dogs? I ain't fighting over no hot dogs. Weezy up there tripping. I ain't fighting on. I said, bro, he welling. I said, man, this man keep gritting on me, man, talking about he ain't arguing through no dough. He ain't doing none of that, man, over these damn hot dogs. I'm like, man, hell no. I said, he welling, man. I said, I'm going. He said, look, I'm telling you, straight up, the man is welling, Weezy. The man don't want no beef. The man say, it's you. I said, nah, look, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, man. Respectfully, bro. I said, I'm going to say something to that nigga. He said, man, go ahead, it's on you. Just go do you, man. He said, it's up to you, man. He said, I'm letting you know now, man. Do the cream puff. I'm like, nah, not the way he was acting, man. I was like, I'm just going to see. My roommate was like, yo, we going down that junk, man. You know what I mean? So after they finished the grooming inspection, we was just waiting. Next thing you know, stand by for Empire Rack. Stand by for Empire Rack. Stand by. So we on the door. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get me, man. It's crazy, man. I'm like, man, it's wild, man. I'm like, it's wild, man. I'm like, yo, I'm telling my roommate, I'm like, yo, look, if this man look like he got a weapon, I said, definitely jump in. I said, jump in. I said, it's going to take 2 of us to get, I said, one of us going to have to get the weapon. One of us going to have to be hitting him. I said, so look, if you see anything, I said, look, I'm going straight to his mouth. I said, I'm going to ask him what's good. If he be like, it's whatever, anything, whatever, he ain't gonna, I said, bro, he ain't going to be able to get whatever all the way out his damn mouth. I said, I'm swinging. That's what I'm doing. He was like, all right, bet. We standing right there. We waiting for the doors to pop. Next thing you know, they was like, hey, man, they said the CO taking his time. Everybody kicking the door. Bloom, bloom, man, open the door up, man. My adrenaline, I'm like, man, open this door up, man. Open this door up, man. What's going on, man? Waiting. Everybody hitting the button. Dudes trying to figure out, what's going on? Still no open no door. I'm like, man, they wilding, man. These people are wilding, man. We've been on lockdown for 3 days, for 2 days, for what? For what? This is crazy right here. So the CO finally come in. He was like, open up the doors. They open up all the doors. Me and my roommate come out the cell fast. We come out the cell. We hit the steps like bad dudes. We come down the steps. I'm like, I see him. This man sitting on the bench all the way in the back of his cell. There's a bench all the way in the back of the junk. He's sitting on the junk with his legs crossed, looking at his TV like, whoa. I was like, we come around the steps. We was like, I come to this door, I get this threshold. I was like, yo, what's up, Jim? What's good? He was like, what's good with what? I was like, what do you mean what's good with what? What's good? He was like, what you think I'm about to fight over hot dogs? Man, I ain't fighting over no hot dogs, man. I ate the hot dogs you gave me, man. I ain't fighting over no hot dog tray, Weezy, man. You crazy, man. I'm like, man, you sitting there looking all tough in the face, pouring your chili back in the toilet, gritting on me, got your mouth all poked out, man. I said, man, you sure you ain't trying to fight? He was like, man, I'm trying to watch TV, man. I ain't trying to fight your young ass, Weezy. I'm like, man, you had me thinking we was about to go to war over these damn hot dogs, man. He was like, man, I ain't fighting over no hot dogs, Weezy. I'm like, man, all right, man. My word, y'all. My roommate was like, man, dude, the cream puff. I'm like, yo, this is crazy right here, y'all. So boom. This man just copped a major deuce, man. This man, I thought I was about to go to war over some goddamn glizzies, man. This man copped a major plea bargain, man. That shit was crazy as hell. Man, I promise you, man, the rest of the time in that block, man, Jim didn't look my direction, man. Jim didn't look my direction. I'm not saying like he was scared, but that man was selling wolf tickets, man. I thought it was about to be War Over Glizzies, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. That man was selling fucking wolf tickets, man. That man was selling wolf tickets, man. But from that time on, man, I ain't had no problem with old head Jim, man. I ain't had no problem with him, man. But I think just the amount of time that we didn't be able to come out, like they had us locked in a cell through those lockdowns, man. I think that's what kind of like muffled a lot of the tension, maybe on his end, because he was scary as a bitch, or maybe he started feeling like the reality was this young nigga was about to come down the steps and beat his motherfucking ass. I don't know what he was thinking, but either way, I was kind of happy too that I didn't clash with the old head, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. But it was almost war over them glizzies, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. But that's the end of the damn story. Man, I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all already know the count, man. Stay y'all ass out the way, man. You must be out here with your family, man. That's the major important thing, man. But I definitely need y'all to turn this video up, man. So like, share, and subscribe. This one for me, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go, man. But y'all be safe out here, man. And stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.